Hi, this is Helen from Hypnofit, and I'm here to talk to you about something I just received in my letterbox. I am a Choice subscriber, have always been a Choice subscriber for the last 25 years, and many of you would know that Choice is an independent magazine, and there is absolutely no bias whatsoever, and they analyse and research on all sorts of products and services. And it was interesting that the article that they have for today's magazine and this month's subscription is all about hypnotherapy and weight loss. So in terms of hypnotherapy and weight loss, what did it actually say? So it gave you some pointers in terms of what to look out for, because many of you would not know that in the state of Victoria, hypnotherapy is unregulated. And so what that means is that anybody can basically call themselves a hypnotherapist, but that doesn't mean they have the adequate training. So how do you differentiate between a hypnotherapist who has had the adequate training and those that haven't? You need to make sure that they're actually a member of the Australian Hypnotherapy Association or another association. So the Australian Hypnotherapy Association ensures that all clinical hypnotherapists can only be called clinical hypnotherapists if they've worked at least 500 hours with clients, and also they've had the adequate training and they keep having training. So in order to keep my accreditation, I have to keep having training, all the time, all through the year, every single year, until the end. There is no end. There's ongoing learning. Okay, I'm back. I lost connection for a while, and so what needs to happen is that you do need to make sure that you choose the right person with the appropriate accreditation. Now, the case study that they put in Choice magazine, unfortunately, was someone who went to a hypnotherapist in Queensland and had a very poor experience. And they talked about, the hypnotherapist not asking them any questions about where they were and what was going on for them in their life. That would never happen here at Hypnofit. It's all about what's happening in the person's life, their circumstances, their particular stresses, exactly what's going on, and we delve into their world and into their subconscious mind. There's no one size fits all. If you do ever go to a hypnotherapist where one size fits all, it's the wrong therapist for you. So, something like, weight loss is so specific. Everyone has such complete different circumstances and issues that need to be dealt with. What might be an issue for one person is not an issue for another person. The stresses that one person has is not the stresses that somebody else has. The habits can be completely different. You might have one person who gets up in the middle of the night and has a midnight feast, whilst another one just tends to snack, during the day. Or, everyone's habits are completely, different and unique, and so everybody needs to be treated differently. What we do with one client is completely different to what we do with another client. 85% of all my clients that come here in Hypnofit actually have some sort of issue, and there's a reason as to why they engage in self-sabotaging behaviours. There's a reason as to why they're held back from living their best life, and so what we do is we eliminate that reason first before we do anything else. There are other people, about 15%, whereby they just got themselves into some bad habits. Everything in their life is quite good, actually. And so for those types of clients, we do something completely different. We just look at their particular habits, their particular subconscious patterns, and it could be that they're drinking too much alcohol, their portion sizes are too big, they're choosing the wrong types of food, or whatever it might be. So, by all means, have a look at that Choice magazine in terms of what it has to say about hypnotherapy, and look at the pointers in terms of the kind of questions you should ask, that your hypnotherapist must belong to an association, that your hypnotherapist must have a first aid certificate, your hypnotherapist must have a women working with children certificate, and appropriately accredited. So as an example, all the hypnotherapists that have got diplomas from the Academy of Hypnotic Science. I also train counsellors as well. So that's a very important part of the session. It's not just the hypnosis, but that part is important so that we know what we need to say and what we need to do in the hypnosis session and in the hypnosis part of the session when we're talking directly to the subconscious mind. So yeah, have a read of that Choice magazine, but just bear in mind that the one case study they gave was just one case study of one particular example. And with all professions, no matter which profession, you're always going to have the people that aren't performing as good as others. And there is, we're all different, and we all provide something different to the table. Here at Hypnofit, we've got 3 hypnotherapists, and we're all completely different, and we all give a different experience, and we utilise different techniques to get the client to where we need to have them, and so that the client can achieve what they want in their life. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. It's a good thing that Choice magazine has written an article on hypnotherapy, but it's unfortunate that they've only just chosen one case study as opposed to perhaps doing a proper analysis of a number of case studies. Okay, so live your life to its fullest potential, and do whatever you can to stop patterns that are not serving you, and start new ones that that will serve you towards your ultimate goals. Helen from Hypnofit signing off. Okay, see you later. Bye.